The same way this is bigger than just a box of cereal, us passing out the plates, man, is bigger than just passing out plates. And I done got calls from different soldiers, OGs, that got their opinion on what it is that we doing. But like I said in one of my records, if you don't pull up on us and talk to us and build with us, you would never understand what we doing from watching us online and watching us on these videos. It's deeper than just the cereal. This is bringing people together. It's deeper than just the plates. It's bringing people together. And when you feed somebody, that opens the door for you to be able to have a conversation, big bro. That's really what it is. So we going into the communities, feeding people, giving back. But the objective is not to say, hey, we feeding people, we passing out plates, man. It's not for clout, it's not for attention, but it's so that on the basis of us feeding the community, now they want to know what you brothers are about. You know, how can we work together? What can we get into? So we feed the community, but the follow-up work, a lot of people will never see, right? You may see it on a documentary, but a lot of the work that we do behind the scenes, it never see the day of light because everything is not for the internet. You see what I'm saying? So now we on phones and we in living rooms and we building with soldiers and we talking about what we got to do to come together. But oftentimes giving the food and the give back make it whereas now we can sit down and we can build. Y'all solid, man. Y'all done fed the community. Y'all done gave back. Now tell me what y'all really about. And from there, that's when we able to do the work. A lot of the videos you see where we got all these members in the same room, that's not going to happen by just giving them a plate to eat. You see what I'm saying? It's that follow-up work, you know, that happened behind the scenes that's making it whereas we can do this work for sure.
No, fact.
Yep.
So another big question is, having all these members, let's just start that. This Chicago. Some people call it Chirac.
Yeah.
That's got to be dangerous, bro. Let's just start there.
Come on.
That shit got to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Mixing all these members. So, like, what type of experiences do you go through on a day-to-day trying to mix this hood with this hood, and what really be the result at the end?
Man, that's a loaded question right there, man. That might, we might take 3-4 episodes to answer that one, Brody. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we soldiers, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We was raised, we was trained, we were bred. A lot of the brothers that I move with, and this is no fluff, we were literally trained and raised and conditioned to be soldiers. And one of the aspects of our training, we really conditioned to know that you gotta be willing to die. You gotta be willing to put your life on the line. You gotta be willing to risk it all for the sake of a better future for our children, our grandmothers, and making our community a safe and decent place to live. Everybody may not understand that, but we was taught that fearlessness may look like insanity to a coward, right? So when you're not as courageous, somebody being fearless, you crazy as hell to be doing. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is a lot of times our communities look the way that they look because people just don't got the courage, unfortunately, man. The fearlessness that you got to be able to stand next to people knowing you're going to get backlash, knowing it's a possibility that you may lose your life. But it's dealing with that fear and eradicating that fear that make it whereas the work that need to get done, that got to get done. It's easy for certain people to do these marches downtown, you see, and then these beautiful communities saying stop the violence, but you're not tapping in with the killers, right? You're not tapping in with the members. You're not in those war zones where the killing is really taking place. So the fearlessness, big bro, was what we was trained to have, and it is dangerous. It is risky. But at the same token, like I said, we soldiers, so soldiers are also calculated, right? We not just out here over whooping, big bro. Nah, we not just out here over whooping, man. Islam is mathematics and mathematics is Islam. So, we calculating things, we making calls, we making sure certain brothers is on point in different neighborhoods. We making sure we don't do anything prematurely. We're not trying to force nobody to sit in the same room when they may not be ready. Some brothers done told me outright, we'll push peace when them niggas is dead. We done heard all of that, right? Or, I ain't gonna lie to you, I respect what it is that y'all doing, but, they killed my family. They killed so-and-so in my family. I'm not ready to sit in the same room. And if I am in the same room with them, 9 times out of 10, we gonna blitz it. We gonna send it up, right? So these are the conversations that we having. But because we understand how painful, growing up in the trench can be, losing your families, losing certain members, we not trying to force nothing on individuals. We letting people, to an extent, do it at their own rate, but also at the same time telling them, it's only a short window that we really got to keep on playing like this, because at the end of the day, you know, God gonna do what it is that he got to do, man. And if you want to continue to stay on the side, you know, that our enemies want us on, 9 times out of 10, you either gonna die or you gonna go to jail. So we really just letting brothers know, to give them an opportunity to save their life, that when you're ready to make that adjustment, you can come over here and we can rock and roll. Yeah. Yeah.
This shit hit different. That's a story.
Yes, sir.
I knew I was in for one today.
Big time, big brother. It's my pleasure, my honor. Indeed.
Now look, this shit crazy. So when it comes to this whole unity movement, when did it originally start? When did you know, like, this was for me, this is what I wanted to do? Like, when did you just know that this is what you wanted to do? And how you just get all these members with you, the brothers? Like, how did all this shit come together, bro?
Man, if some people was able to be a fly on the wall, man, my whole life, you would kind of see how God was kind of shaping me and molding me for this my whole life, man. A lot of what you seeing now, I want to give a huge shout out to Young Will, Eye of the Trenches, man. Okay. Because the second that we connected, a lot of the work that we do as soldiers behind the scenes, we decided to start making just a little bit more public, so that people would know that we out here, man. We out here doing this work, and there's other brothers out here that's ready to rock and roll with you to clean up the community. But the work that we've been doing, man, been doing it for a long time. I was born into a brotherhood where it's our responsibility to give back to the community, clean up the community, and really stand in between the gangs and guns. The brotherhood that I come from, that's our lifestyle, bro. That's how we live. This is what we do. And brothers may not always be in suits and ties. Sometimes they may, you know, be dressed in some tactical gear or walking suit. But it's brothers all over, you know, America that have been raised and trained to clean up our community. And certain stuff take time, bro. It's not overnight. So what happened, and I don't want to be long-winded, we was doing the work, right? And at a certain point, I was making the music, putting it out, but I wasn't verified, right? On Instagram. Okay. So I had a big brother that was like, man, bro, you know, that verification, that blue check, man, for some reason, it mean a lot, you know, to people. It mean a lot. And I'm like, man, okay. He said, man, you know, you could really use that to do a lot. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, what I'm going to use a blue check for? I mean, the blue check ain't put no money in my pocket. It ain't, it's just, you know, it's just a check on Instagram. But once I started seeing what it meant to other people, I said I could use this to start sliding in some of these DMs and communicating with brothers, because when they see that blue check, they gonna tap in, right? So one of my brothers has sent me a video of a soldier in the trench that, you know, we started out working with over East. Shout out my brother Wody. And I reached out to him, and he responded immediately, man. And I don't want to go too much in depth, but we really started, you know, working and communicating.